Good morning guys, welcome to a girly day with me. This is a pure girl vibes. This is me having a pamper day and all of the things that I want to do on a pamper day because moving is stressful and I want to have a girly day. I have some money saved from Christmas still because I'm like a little squirrel. I don't like to spend things unless I've got like a proper purpose and a proper reason for it. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna spend that today. The plan of the day is I'm going to go to clean my rabbit's room, so I'm going to spend a bit of time with them. I'm going to have a shower, do a little bit of cleaning if I can get away with it, because I need to leave in an hour to go somewhere near Canterbury to get some therapy, like holistic therapy done. To be honest, the reason why I'm being vague about it is because I don't 100% know what I'm getting done, because she's doing a mix of Reiki and all that sort of stuff on me, which I'm very excited about. So I will let you know how that goes. I'm probably going to film it because that would be a bit strange, well, it wouldn't be a bit strange, but I'm just a little bit awkward about that. And then we're going to go into Canterbury together if I've got enough time, because I don't know how long the session's going to be. It starts at 9, but I don't know, like, because I've got work tomorrow in the morning and we've got to do a food shop. So it's a bit of like a girly pamper day mixed with like errands, because I am basically a little bit of a housewife, not a proper one, but a little bit of a housewife. So yeah, so come along with me. I'm very excited to show you what I'm doing and we're gonna have a lovely day. I literally have zero time, literally zero time, so I just wanted to quickly show you my outfit. I haven't even got my shoes on, but this top is from Primark, this is from Links of London, and these are my trousers that you saw in like one of the last videos, and I have part dried my hair and then put it up because, like I said, I have literally no time. Hello guys, I'm back. I had my therapy session, like Reiki slash, well, it wasn't that, but like healing session. And it was really like informative in the sense of like kind of confirmed that I know a bit more than I think I know, and also that I have got a lot of like tension stored up in me. So she was like, we really need to work on that. I was like, okay. So I think it's always nice in a way when there's something to work towards, because if you went in there and they're like, it's all clear, you'd be like, okay, but there's something, I'm so like hungry that like I'm like salivating. But yeah, so that was that. It was in Elam, which is near Canterbury, but the roads are a little bit dodgy round, and I tried to be sneaky and I tried to drive around Canterbury and find a free space somewhere, because I've got such a small car. I thought there could be a chance, but there wasn't, so I'm in the expensive car park. So I am going to time myself, because I am tight like that, just to make sure that I don't spend more than like £7-8 on parking. But before I go in, I'm gonna eat this yogurt pot because I'm really hungry, and I had some grapes on the way there, but I haven't eaten anything and it's nearly 11 o'clock. So I'm thinking just an absolute mooch day. Like there's no like I need to get pants, socks, a jumper, whatever. I'm just having a mooch, and I want a matcha, maybe, just because I liked the one that I had at Blank Street in the video. If I included that clip, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I'll see you guys in a minute. I like them, but they're £32, and as this is the version I'm wearing today, I'm not sure, but I'm desperate for some new heels that are like really big, tall even. Stop, I'm obsessed. Okay, I can't even show you the back properly. I'm not massive on my legs at the back because I just don't have my legs from the back, but that is so cute. I should have like a little like top on, like cute, like little like flip flops. Hello guys, it's a few hours later. I had the best shopping trip, like the best. You can see I've shopped a little bit here, but I just strolled around, like, you know when you stroll but you're so relaxed and the sun is out, it's actually really warm, like it's like 19 degrees or something, and I just had the absolute best time by myself. And I actually bumped into a TikToker that I watch, Charlie Jenny, and I like spoke to her, which with somebody with a speech impediment that can be like pretty much a no-no, or like you'd be so stressed to do it, but I just kind of thought, right, I'm just gonna do it. And I walked up to her and said that I loved her stuff that she does on TikTok, and yeah, she just told me a little bit about her day, and then that was it. Like, I was a little bit like starstruck, like, because I just didn't know what to say and what I could say as well. And also because I like live around, like I live near obviously her, I like didn't want to sound like a creep, but like obviously I knew I lived around there, and that's why I was just shopping by myself there, because I live there. But it's just, I don't know, it's a bit awkward sometimes, isn't it, meeting people that you like know from the internet as such. But yeah, so she was a lovely girl, so that was a really nice touch to the day. And I literally just strolled around. I strolled really slow, and I kept to my word. I paid for 2 hours of parking, and I also got myself some snacks and stuff as well. I got the M&S orange juice and the like viral apple crumble oats, because I just wanted something semi-clean that I could eat, because I was kind of hungry and definitely thirsty. So that was good. I stuck to my word and I had the best time. So now I'm gonna go, I'm gonna clean my car up a little bit, because I've got my best friend coming for like a day out with me on Monday, and I think we might be in this car, so I'm just gonna clean the car out because I don't really have people in my car now that much at all. So I'm gonna clean it out. I'm gonna get it cleaned and stuff another day, but I'm gonna go in, I'm going to get changed, and I'm gonna do a little bit of housework. I'm gonna relax for a little bit first, because I've been on the go since 8:30 this morning, and I was up at around 5 o'clock on and off, so I'm gonna give myself a bit of a break. I'm gonna do some cleaning in the flat, see my rabbits because they need a bit of love, and then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get the ingredients for dinner tonight and just a few meals for the rest of the week, because obviously we're on Thursday now. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make it, and then that pretty much concludes my day. So I hope it's been an enjoyable watch. Not been much going on. I might film me doing dinner later. It's gonna be the, like, again, viral, but I'm not, it's not because it's viral, I just like this sort of food. The mince bowls that have cottage cheese on them, I'm gonna make it a little bit different for Jack, because Jack will not sit there and eat cottage cheese, I can tell you that for free. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for us tonight, something like quick to make that's like good for you. Floodline have just contacted me. I don't think that I need to be, informed about that right now. But yeah, so it's been a lovely day. The sun is out. I'm feeling like it's going to be a very nostalgic summer. Lots of like love and lots of like happy moments. I just feel it, and people on TikTok are saying it as well. And I just really hope for everybody that is, because we all deserve a really like carefree, lovely summer. Good evening, guys. It is a little bit later. I've done the bunnies and I'm just prepping to make dinner, because Jack's actually bringing home the ingredients on his way back from work. So for the potatoes, I've got sweet potato, Jack's got more blah 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 blah. For our sweet potato / normal potato mince dish, I'm gonna cook up the potatoes in the oven. We got rid of our air fryer because I just had done a little bit too much research, didn't like it anymore, so we got rid of that. So we're just on the old school vibes now. And I've just got this, I can't remember what they're called, but this sort of dish, and I'm gonna warm it up in the oven with some organic coconut oil. Now this is the one that doesn't taste or smell like coconut, which is super good for cooking, because I love coconut flavoured things if I'm like actively choosing to have it, but I wouldn't like everything to taste like coconut, if that makes sense. So this is really good for cooking, and you can get it in like all sort of like alternative stores. So that's what I'm gonna do now while Jack's on his way home, because he'll be about 15 minutes. And then when he gets home, I'll chop them up and put them straight in and cook them for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, depending how small I chop them up into, and then I'll make the mince closer to the time. And yeah, so I don't really talk a lot about my food on this side of the internet. I normally talk about it on the other app, but I try to live a whole food diet, but to be honest, it is always 80-20. like, I'm not like 100% girly. Like, I don't think that that's necessarily healthy, and as somebody who is having a lot of changes in their life, is young, goes out with friends who don't eat the same way, like there's so many different ways to approach it, but I just like to be part of the fun. So I will have whatever people are having, but I think the conscious choice that I make these days is to just not overindulge when I'm in those situations. Where I remember even a year ago, I went away, less than a year ago, I went away with my friends, and we were just like buying like snacks and stuff, and I would just buy like the most amount of snacks because I was thinking, oh, this is like a treat, this is a treat, and then I'd eat them all because I wanted it to feel like a treat. But the problem is like you just end up feeling sick and not enjoying it, which is what I always had the feeling of. And I'd be trying to like measure how much food I had all the time, and that was just stressful. Where now I can eat more intuitively. I don't know why I said that in a weird way. I feel like my eye is more wandering off because I'm tired. I can eat more intuitively, the way that I am eating. And if Jack has like a cake, I can eat a bit of his cake. Like if he has a McDonald's, I can have a bit of it, but I'm not like going out and buying like a Big Mac with him each time he goes. Like that's the sort of thing that I would probably do a year ago. I'd say like, well, I'm gonna have a meal as well, sort of thing. But yes, that is all I've got to say about cooking. I'm just also getting the washing up behind me, and I'm boiling the kettle because our like washing up system just doesn't get warm enough, and I have a fear of germs. I have a bit of a weird phobia of drinking water. It's partly to do with the water, partly to do with the cups. I never had a fear of the cups until I got into this house. I just had a fear of the water. I've had a filtered tap since I was about 14, so you best believe we got one straight away. But because I think like the warm tap is like on the tank for the water filter, I'm not gonna show you now because I've got like washing up vibes going on there, but it's warming up the water, and I just feel like it tastes weird. And then Alexa, stop. And then yeah, sorry if that like made your Alexas talk to you. But yeah, so cut a rambly short story, I will basically give myself a headache with the fact that I don't drink water because I don't have the cups that aren't like washed at a certain temperature, or I don't have cold enough water. So that's my weird thing that I do. But yeah, so I'll show you what I'm doing with the food as it progresses. We're back. We are so back, and the potatoes are done. They are a little bit burnt. My one's a little bit burnt, but Jack's ones are okay, so it's fine. I'm now going to cook the mince, and I thought I could just chat to you about my recipe as we do this. So spiritual girlies unite. Yeah, so I had a really good experience. I found her on Facebook. She like promoted herself, and I've been like asking the people up there for some Reiki or something like that, just to kind of work through. If you can hear something, that's Jack on his TikToks. As like just hoping, praying for just to be some sort of spiritual, somatic healing, Reiki kind of magic around where I live, because I didn't want to travel too far and pay too much for it, because at the moment life's a bit crazy and I don't really have like loads and loads to invest in it. And this is the amount of butter I put with my Oh my god, that looks like so much. I mean, it is so much, but we're not afraid of fat around here, okay? We're not afraid of fat. Yeah, so do it with the little butter. But anyone thinks I'm insane. It's the Lay Antigone one, and it's like a salty tree. It's lovely. But yeah. And I'm using Tesco's organic mince, 15% steak mince. I obviously would go to the butcher's, but it's expensive. I feel like I'm completely out of shop. That's kind of annoying a little bit. Is that any better, or is that any better? I don't know. Just why does this just feel really chaotic? Right, so I went there. It was in Elam, which I've said a few times today. In the middle of nowhere. I was actually a few minutes late, which is a little annoying. Because obviously you want to turn up like fresh and like balanced, and I was like, sorry, I'm late. And she asked me how I was, but you know when someone's like, how are you? Like, I've done it in hairdressing, you go, you alright today? Like, it wasn't like that. It was like, how are you? Eyes locked in. And I was like, oh, okay. And I've just kind of opened up to her straight away. I was just explaining why I was there. I want to like become the best version of myself in the next few years. Like, I want to have kids. Like, that's not like a secret. And that I just want to become the best self for myself as well. And I feel like I am living in fight or flight. She actually said that to me, but I say it all the time that I'm in fight or flight. So that was quite interesting. Using only metal or wooden utensils, no plastics, as much as we can manage in the house. And yeah, so she did a bit of like breath work with me. She did a bit of like going into your child self, asking them what you need, and she said I've got like tension in my room. I think I've already said this actually, I don't know. There wasn't a lot of conversation. I kind of just divulged about my like, I'm going to say trauma, but I'm going to use trauma like this because I feel like it's such a heavy word these days. And why I feel like I'm in fight or flight basically. And she completely validated me. So she's had a very similar situation in her life. I do apologise, probably a horrible sound. And yes, it was a really good experience. I'm going to go back in a few weeks time, also I don't have a lot of time left before I get moved, so I'm going to have to do that pretty quickly. And she suggested a book to me, it's called Pussy. And I'm going to, it's an audio book, so I'm going to listen to it on my way to and from work. It's about female empowerment. I'm basically getting my feminine energy back. Oh, my eye, can you just like be there please? Because when you're in fight or flight you become very like masculine and like guarded, and that's where like the frustration, the tension, the control comes from. But yeah, so very interesting. But yeah, there's all the interesting. I'm going to salt and pepper this and put a little bit of garlic in it. But I'm not going to do anything crazy because I personally like quite plain mince, to be honest. I'm quite happy with a bit of plain mince. Obviously, Maldon salt, if you don't know, get to know. It's like so a few months ago being on the Maldon type, but I'm never going to be off of Maldon type unless there's something more organic, more natural, then I probably will move to that. But yeah. This is how it's currently looking. And this is Jack's tender stem in there. I'm going to have a little bit of cottage cheese because protein. Although I've seen something on TikTok and I really feel like this is so true. We're not protein deficient, but we are fibre deficient, and that's what causes colon cancers and things like that. So I make sure I get enough fibre in my diet. Get your bowels moving, like all of that stuff. Like, so I have like oats and not loads of eggs, obviously that can inflame the bowel as well, but oats and seeds in the morning with a little bit of milk. Soak that in, that's nice. I'm going to do that for my breakfast tomorrow, for my work breakfast. And yeah, I feel like I'm making loads of like loud sounds, so you're probably gonna hate me right now, but I might put an egg with it. I'll show you when it's done, like on the plate. Also, I do apologise, like I said this morning, I like part dried my hair and put it up, so it, like when I do that, it's like it's frizzy. Super quickly, it's gonna be one of the last things I filmed today, but I just wanted to show you what the dinner has turned out like, because I feel like I've hyped this dinner up now. But this is Jack's dinner. So he's got the mince, the baby potatoes in coconut oil and tender stem organic, and then I have got basically a version of, so I've got the same mince as him and the same stuff, sweet potato instead of normal potatoes, and some cottage cheese, and I'm using the Langley Farm fat-free one with chive. I don't really care that it's fat-free, that's like the last thing I care about, but that's all I had to say. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I might do like a nighttime routine, I might not, so I've really enjoyed vlogging today. I want to get more confident and film more, but for now I'm just happy that you came along with my lovely girly day. So I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.